you back. Do, 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 take you back.
FightView360.com. I've got Eddie Hearn with me. How are you? Kieran Hebden.
Is that Irish?
Yes, yeah, he's Irish. I'm not Irish, but yeah, it is. With Hay Value just gone, the NXT Gen Series kicked off. Colin O'Lara's Saturday, Joshua Klitschko in April, and now Brooks Spence Saturday. You must feel like British boxing's at its best by now.
Yeah, and you forgot Burns and Dongo unification as well. So yes, we're flying at the moment, and I think there's a desire from fighters to actually get in there and have real fights. There's no disgrace in losing at the top level. You can come again, you can be involved in other fights, and you saw that with Brook against Golovkin. You know, he stepped up because we thought we could win the fight, but we also knew it would give him huge profile, and we'd be able off the back of it to be involved in fights. You know, if there was no Brook Golovkin, this wouldn't be at Bramall Lane. You know, this wouldn't be on Sky Boxing. So that fight gave him a leg up, and now he's involved in these fights. Very, very tough fight, great fight. You know, and actually probably historically a fight that both guys should avoid. You know, Kell Brook should say, I don't need Errol Spence, let me go and manoeuvre, try and get a Pacquiao or a Khan. Errol Spence should say, no, I'll stay in America, I don't want to go to Sheffield. But they don't, they both think they can win the fight, they both know if they win their fight their stock's going to go through the roof. And that's what it's all about. It's about taking chances, and you know, this is a 50-50 fight.
It was a lot more animated than I expected from the trainers, especially. But Kell Brook did mention that he wanted blood. Is that because he's aggressive with taking the weight down, or is that just because he wants to prove himself now? He's had that loss, but got a lot of credibility from the fight.
He wants to knock Errol Spence out. And I think, you know, there's been a lot of stuff on social media between the two. Sometimes you just need a little spark to fly, and it was the trainers actually that sparked. And it was great because it was a case of, what'd you say? What'd you say? And then Errol said, yeah, and Kell picked up his belt and said, I was going, come on, let's go, this is great. But it adds to the spice of the fight. It was intellectual boxing chat. That's what it was. I mean, it's always funny when two fighters are arguing over who's got the better win. But you see that a lot, and you know, fight fans like to see it.
Talk about Chris Algieri. Do you take anything away from the fact that Pacquiao and Khan couldn't stop him, but he did? I know it's a few years in between.
I mean, they've been involved. I mean, how many times did he go down against Pacquiao? You know, Errol Spence knows that Algieri is not, he's definitely not Kell Brook.
Not a punch.
And he knows his levels off that, but he knows that. But that is his best win. And you can't really take much from Bundu, because Bundu is old and he is at the end. But you can take things from the way that he's beaten these guys. He's a very, very sharp puncher, great skill. But ultimately, he's never been in with anyone like Kell Brook. So, you know, I believe that Shawn Porter is in the same bracket as Errol Spence. I'm not sure he's as good as him. He may be, but we don't know. But Kell Brook has had those kind of wins. He's boxed those elite level fighters, and Spence doesn't mean he can't mix it. But that's facts.